Welcome to the Project Being Math Project Development Session 8. This week, you will guide students to work on problem-solving steps 7 and 8 and help them start to develop a presentation material. Last week, students evaluated the proposed solutions and selected the best one. This week, you will guide students to reflect upon their learning and consider the potential usefulness of the solution. First, have students reflect on their learning and address the following questions. What did you learn from this activity? What did you learn from your peers and group discussions? Then, guide students to think about the potential usefulness of the solution and address the following questions. What part or parts of the solution can be used to solve similar problems? How can others use the solution in the future? Have students write down their thoughts in the self-assessment section of the Wizard Project Maker. This week and next week, students will develop a presentation material. This week, you'll guide students to explore different presentation options and select one based on their preferred expression style. Then, have students decide on the content to include in the presentation. Next week, as they continue to develop the presentation material, you will help students learn about citing references and resources. After preparing the presentation materials, during the last week, you will provide students some useful presentation tips, give them enough time to practice, and have them deliver the presentation at the project showcase. As a mentor, you will also need to evaluate their presentations. In this session, students will learn about presentation requirements, how to choose a presentation format, possible presentation formats to choose from, how their projects and presentations will be evaluated, as well as to select content to include in the presentation. First, let's talk about the requirements of the presentation. Students will be presenting their own math projects in the last week. Each presentation will be 3 minutes long. Students can decide how they want to present the project. The audience could include project being mentors, other project staff, teachers, and staff at participating schools, parents, and other family members. Before students begin creating a presentation, help them think about how to select a presentation format that's best for them. Students will have all this exciting information to share, so how will they present the information that they collected? You will need to help students think about their expression style and use the information in deciding a presentation format. To review their own expression styles, have students log into the Renzulli learning system. After logging in, they should be taken directly to the home page. Click on My Profile, that's highlighted in a red rectangle with a yellow arrow pointing to it. This box shows their interests, learning style, and preferred expression styles based on the profile students created at the beginning of the project. An expression style inventory was developed to gather information on the types of products that students prefer to create. Based on the preferred expression styles, what are some possible ways for students to present their project? First, have them take a look at the product choice chart handout for a list of the suggestions based on their preferred expression styles. Then, guide them to think about the pros and cons for each of their presentation ideas. If you would like some suggestions for possible presentation formats, read the next section of slides. In case students need some ideas for presentations, let's check out a few examples for technology and audio-visual display styles. For Amelia, her preferred expression style is technological because she really enjoys creating something using her laptop. Creating a website could be one possible presentation format that Amelia could choose. Websites might also be good for the written and audio-visual display expression styles too. To build a website for your independent science project, we recommend using Weebly.com. Weebly is an easy-to-use online website builder. You select from many different themes and then add text, photos, videos, search boxes, and a lot more just by dragging and dropping these elements into your web page. Check out the video below to learn more about what you can do on Weebly. As an example, we created an independent math project using Weebly, which is an open source on the internet. In the top screenshot, there is the home page for this math project where I use the available tools and features on the left-hand side of the navigation bar to customize the website. In the top banner, there are 3 pages: Home, Project Site, and Useful Resources that are created. The screenshot at the bottom shows what the project site looks like. Then you can click on Next that links to the next page. If you use the mouse to hover over project site in the top banner, a drop-down menu will appear with the 8 steps. You can click on any one of them or follow the sequence to see how each step is applied in this example. Specifically for step 1, I identified an issue at the macro level that I'm interested in. That is how hurricanes or tropical storms are formed, the damage they can cause, as well as possible solutions to prevent or mitigate the damage caused by them. As you can see, I included both text and a YouTube video. This example was created to help students learn how to apply the 8 steps to solving a real-world problem of their own interest. To learn more about the project website that I created using Weebly, click on the link below. Here's another example using different presentation format. PPT is a simple PowerPoint presentation consisting of only images. You only have 20 seconds to talk about each image before it automatically advances to the next one. To learn more about PPT, watch the video using the first link, or you can read more about it using the second link. For Project Beam, your PPT presentation will be 3 minutes long. Therefore, your presentation will have approximately 9 slides, and you will talk about each slide for 20 seconds. You can create your presentation using either PowerPoint or Google Slides. After brainstorming and exploring some presentation options, which format would be best for your student? Have students write down their decision in the intended product section of the Wizard Project Maker. After having them think about presentation format, help them think about the content of the presentation or what information they should include in their presentation. Before they decide on what to include in the presentation, let's recall how projects and presentations will be evaluated. Did you come up with a clear research question? Is your topic clear and specific? Are you able to present your ideas clearly so they can be easily understood? Did you use a variety of resource materials? Did you come up with an original product rather than copying something that already exists? Have you chosen an appropriate audience to present your project to? And have you created a high-quality product? Once students decide on the presentation format, help them think about the content of their presentation or what information they should include in the presentation. Presentations should follow the 8 problem-solving steps. Step 1. Select an issue at the macro level. Step 2. Study the issue to identify some problems that impact you and your community at the micro level. Step 3. Select and present a problem using mathematical procedures and thinking. Step 4. Investigate the problem, develop a data or information collection and analysis plan. Step 5. Collect, analyze data or information, and find solutions by applying mathematical procedures and thinking. Step 6. Evaluate the solutions. Step 7. Reflect on your own learning. And Step 8. Consider the potential usefulness of the solution. Once you guide students through the brainstorming process, have them go through this checklist to make sure their presentation meets the criteria. Is my presentation 3 minutes long? Does my presentation convey the main idea of my project logically? Does my presentation focus on a specific problem and solution? Does my presentation use diverse sources of information? Did I cite all my sources of information? Do I present the information in a clear and logical order? Would my audience understand the main idea of my project? If you have any questions or need any help, please let us know by clicking on the email address on this page. We'll be more than happy to help you.